All right. In part B, we say we are going to look at the positioning, but before we start positioning, we're going to close with this part of the display. So we looked at inline mostly because the rest of the almost every majority of the elements are block. But another key element that we need to look, another key value that we need to look at is inline block. Inline block is very important, especially for content that you're putting in line. When you say inline, mostly the things that are pressed in line, they don't occupy space apart from the content that are within that particular element. So the only thing that will expand is the elements, the content inside the element, not the element itself. That's good. So, for example, here we have our column here, and we have open a business, which in this context we can put even size like what I did here, columns, no, not columns, width 200 pixels. This is the size that should set the side width of every column content to be 200, but it doesn't. Well, surprising, but it does. Open is now depending on the going of the counting. So it's only surrounding that particular thing. So even the white has no impact in real sense. Unfortunately, you didn't see that because I'm not showing. Thank you for that. So yeah, going back to our code. So it's only expanding. Oh, it's only expanding by adding more content. And if I remove that, I'm having only that. So there is only this within the content itself. It can grow, it can expand, but it will not change. So if I go here and I change instead of inline, but I say inline, but it has to be treated as a block, then the behavior change. So it means that the container of this particular content has a specific space to occupy. The container has a specific space to occupy, but also it's allowing the rest of other things outside to be able to fill properly, which is different. So if it's in line, it will not break the new line. It will maintain the same line where it is. But if it's line broke, then this particular container will allow other people to come next to each other, but it will have, if you give it a specific size, it will hold that specific side and allow other people to take their or other side. So this is very key when you're talking about inline display, inline and display inline block. And one more thing that we need to remember is you are applying the display to the element, not to the other element. So if I'm having a good heart, it doesn't mean the next person to me will be having the good heart. You need to also install that good heart to the next person to me and the next person to me so that we together we are having good heart. But otherwise, if you apply to one side while other people they have new line on top, new line on bottom, so you still have the same challenge. I have faced a lot of that challenge and I still surface them because it's a long journey to go. Yeah, so that's done on the part of the display, inline and inline block. So let's go now to see the position. Position is very necessary. Position is very key. I'm just pulling my thing. Position is very necessary because you need to specify things according to right, left, top, and bottom. You can send things specifically where you want them to go. Either you want them on right or on left, on top or on the bottom. Let's go. Let's see what does that mean actually. All right, so I'll go back here. I go to my top here. I have my header mostly, and I use my position to say where I want the header to go. If I say the header position, and one of them which is so powerful because there is static, which is the default one, it follows the flow of the thing, but there is relative, which is inherited from the previous next positioned item, but there is another one which is absolute, which focus mostly on the absolute focus most on the relation, but also looking at what is so close. But one which is always used, most frequently used, is absolute and fixed. I have seen that in a lot of code. Why fixed? Fixed, it puts a certain content at a certain space that you have identified fixed there, so they are not going to be moved by anyone. They are there. You have said they have to be there. Okay, so we have position. You can say relative, and you can say right, top, or bottom. That. So top we can say 0. One thing we need to remember is when we were, I can't remember if we did this, but on our page there is top and bottom, left and right. But now all the things they start from top 0, 0. So 0 at the corner, 0, 0, 0 means that it's at the top and it's on the left. Yeah, on the right. Yeah. And then whatever number you're putting will push that particular thing according to where you are going. We need to try that so that we can see where we are going. Let's go together. Let's go. So if I say I'm pushing the thing on the top, maybe, or on the bottom at the 0 pixels, so I'm trying to say, let me use fixed, because fixed will be easy to see. Yep. So the moment I said, and I'll add a little bit body, where is my body will take there, so that I have the scoring. So the moment I said top, it has now taken top 0 left. So if I want to change that, I can say top 0, or I can say bottom. If I say bottom 0 left, it goes there. If I say bottom 0 right 0, it goes to the other side of the right. If I say but it will change. So at the right, going this way, the side which it is, it starts from 0, going the other way, or the other side going the other way. If you want to go somewhere, you play with those particular things. And remember, this which I'm moving around is coming from, it is within somewhere here. It's not that it's external, it's independent. No, it was supposed to be somewhere here. Now, because now I have used position, I have managed to move it out to where it was be to another part where it is not. Mhm. So I can use that. I can use also sticky, which is almost, but it need a few things to make sure that you feel its impact. We have absolute, we have relative. All of these, you can use them accordingly to make sure that you design and set your page the way you want it to look like. We are going to do actual setup on this and being able to design specific look so that we can be able to modify, beautify, but also make the page so much good because we have a lot to learn. But remember, you have the position, which can be static, and it can be relative, and related to the previous, it can be absolute, and it can be fixed. It can be sticky. Yep. All right. All of these have different behavior with different looks and the way to act, but also they are manipulated by the top, the bottom, the right, the left, which is interesting. We say this. Yeah. We have the bottom, the top, the right, the left, and you have that particular behavior of the look and the pictures, whatever it is. If I make it, you can do we can do a lot. I will not work on that now. But for you to have a very good positioning working very well, you need to use this particular other supporting declaration so that you can tell exactly what you want it to do. If you don't provide those, almost they will not tell you will not tell what exactly is happening. It will look like I've done nothing. It will look like not really, nothing is really happening. At the end of the day, you'll be like, you not understand why is not, why. Okay, good. So you can do whatever, you can do whatever, you can choose whatever, you can do anything you want until you are happy with that. One more thing to remember, um, designing is like an art, so you're not going to break anything. If you light 5, did I light my 5? If you light 50 and observe and see like, I don't understand. Why is not the way? And you say, I delete that. Why did I put here? Come. And you look at that. I think I need something now. Let me put in with in height. 8, 8. I'll do that. So it's up to you. You are not going to break anything as long as that you are learning, you're losing, it's actually nothing. Just play with numbers, try things out until you see that you can do something. But the main thing is now take note of what you are doing, take note of what you are practicing so that when you meet with a real problem in the future, you'll be able to remember how you did whatever you did. Because we are learning this so that whenever we want to do something important, we can be able to use these small codes that we have been seeing here and there, be able to use them. Thank you very much. Until next time, this was part B of the display and positioning. And we have seen that we can position in different way, but also we can display in different way. We did hide this. We need to unhide if we want. But also we managed to create a very good sizing here, which we can do with a lot as we are going to go forward with different styling of the page. As more we see, as we can apply. Until next time.